Hey, we're live. I'm Anna Klint. I am a life transformation expert, psychospiritual healer, and intuitive coach. And I'm so excited because I am here with Emily Trinkaus, and we are hosting together From Limitation to Liberation. Shed your Capricorn conditioning to unleash your genius, Aquarian weirdness. Yay, I'm so excited.
Yeah, so this is a half-day retreat coming up on July 21st, live and in person in Santa Fe. And I want to talk a little bit about the astro context for what we're doing and why we're doing this, why we're doing what we're doing at this time. So we are celebrating and closing out Pluto in Capricorn. So Pluto, which is the planet of death and rebirth and radical transformation, has been in Capricorn since 2008. And now it's transitioning into Aquarius. And it's going back and forth between Capricorn and Aquarius last year and this year. And some of the themes of Pluto and Capricorn on a personal level are power and authority. And Pluto tends to reveal the shadows and reveal what's happening at a deeper subconscious level. So it's kind of like who's running the show from the basement. So Pluto in Capricorn, in terms of power and authority, has really been highlighting where we project our power outside of ourselves, where we are not 100% in our own authority, where we don't know ourselves as the author of our own lives. So we've been working with those themes, liberating ourselves from abdicating authority, coming more deeply into our power. Capricorn is also about the rules. And
Mm.
so I think Pluto in Capricorn has been showing us or helping to reveal the underlying rules that we're playing by, the subconscious rules that we're following versus being very conscious about playing by our own rules and knowing ourselves as the ones to make the rules that we play by. So showing us where are we, yeah, following a program or conditioned program from society or our family rather than our true self. Capricorn is also associated with fear and control. And of course, we go into control mode when we are in fear versus being in self trust, trusting our inner self, our inner impulses, being in alignment with our deeper self. When we're in fear, we try to manipulate circumstances, we try to control reality instead of trusting life, trusting the flow of life. So you may have also been working with those themes for the past 15 years or so. And as Pluto has been moving through Capricorn, it's been activating a certain house in your chart. And because Pluto moves so slowly, it's not going to make it through every house in your chart. So any house that Pluto visits is a once in a lifetime event, and it's a very big deal. And in this retreat, we're going to look at where has Pluto been activating your chart? Which areas of life have you been working with these themes around fear and control and responsibility and authority and power? And also, we're going to look at where is Pluto going to go next? When Pluto goes into Aquarius, where it's going to be for the next 20 years, that will be another house in your chart. And Aquarius is the sign of liberation. And if you do the Capricorn work and take responsibility and come into self authority, then you get the liberation of Aquarius. That's what we're coming into, the liberation, the awakening, the community, the freedom, the connection. That's all coming. So we're going to look at where Pluto has been, where it's going, and how we can close out this Pluto and Capricorn cycle to best prepare us for Pluto in Aquarius. And we're meeting at a full moon in Capricorn at the very end of Capricorn, which is very close to Pluto in Aquarius. So this full moon on July 21st is really highlighting where have we been, where are we going, highlighting this transitional time of Pluto's changing signs, which is a very big deal. So we're going to work with all of that together in community with your own chart. And Anna has had some great insights into Pluto in Capricorn. You want to share your own journey?
Yes, and those insights, of course, are thanks to you and how you were able to help me really break down where, what the Pluto and Cap transit has meant for me personally. And so for me, it's that Capricorn is my ninth house, which is also your house of spirituality and um, philosophy and other things that are not coming to mind right now because I'm not the astrologer. But for me, it was really beautiful and powerful to take Emily's wisdom and the way that she's able to break down astrology into bite-sized pieces that are really digestible. And I just realized that in this last 15 years, in my Pluto journey through my house of spirituality, like I had a massive spiritual awakening. And Capricorn is also like related to the body and like the like structure. And I had a massive health crisis also in that time that I'm still like more than a decade later rebuilding and restoring myself from. And so to be able to have this lens of what that transit has meant for me in my own adventure in Pluto and Capricorn in the ninth house was about a complete, the rules, for instance, I was living by were around perfectionism and people pleasing and overdoing and overgiving in order to receive love so that I could feel safe because there was this fundamental lack of safe feeling inside of myself. And how and then the massive transition, the massive rebirth was this, sourcing that value and worth both inside of myself and through my connection to something greater than myself. And so being able to take that I got from my time, in with you, astrologically speaking, and have this much wider lens about this journey that I've been on, which has not been, an easy one, but at times it's also been fantastic and liberating and fun and creative. And also at times it's been a whole lot of crashing down and a whole lot of, death before the rebirth. And so this idea like it of using this astrological lens to focus my own curiosity, to focus compassion, to focus radical acceptance of what has been, understanding that it is also in preparation for Pluto moving into my 10th house. And, so again, taking that much wider perspective of who I am in the world, you know, how I have wielded power, right? Capricorn is about power and all of the power that I gave to these forces outside myself to try to keep myself safe and how much compassion I can have for those parts of myself that just didn't feel safe. So when we meet, you're going to get your own astro lens and your Capricorn house, your Aquarian house, whatever that is for you, it's probably going to be different. And we are going to bring in creative practice. We're going to bring in somatics. I'm going to do some laser coaching on this like radical curiosity and acceptance and compassion for yourself, your own unique journey, and an invitation that like the Aquarian invitation to all of us is to become even more authentically our true self. And how are we going to do that? That's what you're going to get out of our time together is, your own deeper dive into your own astrology, but also some really beautiful reflection and coaching around what is this beautiful new world that you want to also be a part of co-creating.
So well said. And this is going to be a small group. This is limited to 12 women. So everyone will get intimate attention from both of us. And I just want to be clear that everybody has Capricorn and Aquarius in their chart. Whether or not you have any planets in Capricorn, whether or not your sun sign is Capricorn, you have been affected by this Pluto and Capricorn time. And I want to say too that the house where Capricorn is in your chart is often a very challenging area of
Mhm.
life. And so this Pluto and Capricorn has been getting to some really deep
Mhm.
hard places in all of us.
Mhm.
And we've all done a lot of hard work. And this is the time of bringing that all together and getting really clear about what it's been, because Pluto is about the underworld,
Right.
or represents the underworld and the mystery. So often when we're in it, we're just in it. And I feel
Yeah.
like now that Pluto's transitioning out of Capricorn, we can actually see
Mm,
more clearly what this time has been about. And that's
yeah.
what we're going to do together. So I hope you'll join us. The link to sign up is below, and feel free to reach out with any questions. And we hope to see you in Santa Fe.
Yes.